Focus camera. Alright, welcome back guys to another video. I probably make you guys dizzy when I just keep moving around like this, but in this video we are going to modify a side cover for a Honda Grom. This is the stator cover, this bad boy. We're going to add a oil mod to it, so we're also putting a fourth bearing mod in it because we have a Takegawa crank in here and it's a good idea to run this. Someone at my door. So having this bearing, here, point it to you. Having this bearing installed, so technically this goes here, and that the bearing goes in here. This just keeps the crank balanced, but this bearing in here, there's no way for it to get oil. So we're actually going to drill a oil hole right here, and oil will drip down and into the bearing and keep it nice and lubricated. You may have seen, if you're on Facebook groups or the forums, people say they hear a winding noise. That's this bearing because it gets dry and it's constantly spinning at however many RPMs. It's a Grom, so it's not, if it's not at 12 grand, then you're not doing it right. The oil just keeps it fresh, keeps it lubricated, and it just runs better. So I don't think there's any videos on this, so hopefully this will help someone out there. I highly recommend this if you add a fourth bearing to your Honda Grom. I'll link this kit down below. This is for an SF. They make an OG. They're different. The way the stator mounts in there is different. The plate, this plate is different for OGs and SFs. So, alright, let me clean up my mess and we will get this show on the road. Alright, first thing you want to do, put your sight cover back on. That's going to help the drill bit balance. So our ultimate goal is to come out right here. When the cover's on, oil will pool here or puddle here, and that's where you want to drip down into here. So I already have this cap drilled for another mod, or not another mod, but another cover. So we'll just drill it again. So you want to have the sharpest angle you can get, aiming towards this little area right here, and pray, and you don't want to go through the cover because then you're going to buy another one. So let's do it. So just like that, you can see the hole right there. So when the cover's on, oil's going to pool here and drip right down into the bearing, which is what you want. It'll keep it nice and lubricated. So I'm going to go blow this out with some compressed air and we'll be right back. Alright, first thing we're going to do is put the stator back in. Like so. Put the rubber back in. Tighten these two bolts down. I don't know if they are Loctite, but I Loctite all my bolts with blue Loctite. These are 8mm and they're torqued to 9 foot-pounds. Nothing crazy. Realize my gasket is still on that rubber. How's that even freaking possible? Alright, next thing is bearing. Put it in the hole. just like that. Easy peasy. This bracket is what goes here. Like that. So on the SFs, 3 bolt holes, and then that's where that notch goes to line it up with the words facing up, just like that. And then it comes with longer bolts than your stock ones. So throw some Loctite on these. And then you tighten these down, same thing, 8 mil. Another thing I like to do is just use a syringe and get a little bit of oil in your bearing, just so the first time it spins it's not dry. Might be a piece of dirt in there. Just gives it a little head start. And that's that. 4th bearing's installed. It's got the oil mod in there. You can kind of see it up in there. The oil will drip down and lubricate that bearing. When you go to put this on the bike, you don't reuse your stock flywheel hardware. You'll have new hardware. You'll have this washer. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it angles like up. So this part faces outside the bike. Faces the nut, and this is 47 foot-pounds when you torque this down on the bike, and that's a 14mm. So that's the end of this video. Pretty self-explanatory, really. Easy to do. 4th bearing with the oil mod. This is for an SF, so 2016 to 2021. The OG is pretty much the exact same process, just that plate that goes over the bearing is different. That's about it, I believe. I mean, the electrical system in the OG is a little bit weaker, but the plate that holds the bearing in there, that is the only real difference in the kit. I think it's cheaper too, bastards. I had to pay $100 for that damn thing. Alright, thank you guys. Any questions, put it in the comments. I'll link all the parts that I used, the drill bit size I used, which is 3/16. I'll put all that in the description. You can do whatever. I don't have any affiliated links or anything because YouTube's dead, so just hoping to help someone build their Grom the best it could be. Alright guys, till the next one, later.